I'm back in here, experiencing my journey with G School. We're gonna do a walkthrough of the garden. Hopefully, I got enough. I need space on this phone for this video, so hopefully we got enough space. Should have enough space. But I'm gonna start right back here. I want to say this is a Jubilee watermelon vine. Got a basil. Deal back here. I want to say this mammoth. I got an okra up in there, and that's a moon and stars watermelon vine back that way. This is aroma. Tomato plant. I'm gonna come right here. I got strawberries. Onions in the side, just 3. Have a zinnia. I moved the marigold. I redid the soil mixture in that hole right there, so the basil was trying to come in pretty good right there. This, I want to say a cutting, but it is a red beefsteak tomato cutting. I propagated from my plant in the front. It looks kind of bad. I think that's the same. We have basil, arugula, and I got me a zinnia right here. And I have a marigold in the spot right there. I filled in these holes right here, but I still have to do those over there. And I got all this stuff out here. I'm gonna fence off this area, like I told y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna fence off this area. And I'm gonna go around the bottom of the garden. I'm like cut it, cause I got some more in the front, so I'm like cut it to where it'll be like a foot high from the ground. But anyway, this is a delicious tomato plant. I want to take it out so bad, but I might just redo the soil. I think I know what the issue is. This is the shishito pepper. I don't know what's going on with it, but got some basil growing up in there. Something else trying to come up in there. But basil was popping up everywhere. I wasn't, from last season, basil was popping up everywhere. But this is the shishito pepper. It's flowering, it's putting flowers out, putting new growth out. It's coming back, it's looking a whole lot better, so I know that's gonna be looking a whole lot better. This is one of the honeycomb hybrid tomato plants. And it's putting out more new growth, and it's looking better than what it was. That's a potting soil that I mixed up myself. So yeah, it's holding in there pretty good. Just need some food, little nutrients. But like I say, this delicious tomato plant right here, I just do not like how it look. And it's been looking kind of ugly this whole time. It's been trying to grow, but it's been growing though. Down here, I put that cherry tomato plant back here in this spot where I had the garlic. I've harvested all the garlic, by the way. So that's a tomato, cherry tomato. This is a Rutgers or Delicious, another Delicious. And that is a Rutgers. It's either or, both. I got a Delicious and a Rutgers back here. I forgot I didn't tag. Let me step across this fence. Basil, and I end up putting me a pineapple top of a pineapple. You know, I did the little process you have to do. I'm gonna put it back here, and I'm gonna overwinter it and things like that. Every time I put a zinnia out that's small, something come and eat it up. Yeah, let me step across this a bit. So now, right here, this is one of my super steak hybrids. This is one of my other tomato. Yeah. So this is a super steak hybrid tomato, growing real good. Haven't put on any fruit yet, but I know it will. Last season it did the same thing. I don't think it gave me fruit until fall, but that's because it was growing slow. I had it in the bed over there. I had it in that bed right there with that cherry tomato that was just took over that bed. So it kind of once I pulled out the cherry tomato, it kind of took off, and it didn't give me no fruit until. It gave me a lot of fruit, but it didn't give me fruit until fall. Yeah. All that teddy dill. I need to come harvest some dill. I keep saying it. I need to come and harvest some of that dill. I got another plant coming up right here. I just took up my last garlic. Got a few onions this rising. But this is a banana pepper that was small when I put it in here, and it's growing pretty good. I already have peppers on it. This is a banana pepper. It was looking real ugly when I put it in here. It's shaking back pretty good. Trying to produce peppers as well. Ain't no trying, it's producing peppers. You know, this is, and I started all these peppers from seed. This is a Cali Wonder. Early Cal Wonder bell pepper. As you can see, we got a pepper on there and a few that's coming in. Yeah, a little Cal Wonder. See where that started that from seed. Come over here. Banana pepper. Now this is a banana pepper. Have plenty peppers coming in on it. I've already harvested one off of this plant. Had some high winds, and one of my big tires keep leaning over a few of them. But this is one of the big tire peppers. That's another one. Basil. Trying not to step on my watermelon vines. Onions out here, as you can see, I've been harvesting onions as well. I've harvested one whole bed of onions already. A lot of ants right there. I don't know what's going on. I'll come out here and see what's up with that. Come turn around. This is an orange bell pepper. I did not start this from seed. You see the little tag down there. This is a purple bell pepper. Just put it off in there not too long ago. This is a mammoth jalapeno. starting to produce fruit. You know. This is a Hungarian yellow wax. Look like a banana pepper. But I started this from seed. Finally got it put back here. Had these seeds when I first started gardening. And first go around I ever got a seed to germinate. So I'm thinking the seeds was bad. It was some cheap seeds, like a 50-cent pack, seed pack, you know. But hey, I got me one. I got more basil up under there. And I got some strawberries hanging up here in the basket, in the hanging basket. Got a runner. Need to put that somewhere. Yeah. Got another one trying to do something right there. That's going to be another runner. Sunflowers are growing. This one is trying to produce a flower head. Got more big Thai hybrid hot peppers right here. It's leaning over. I need to come put that up. Another one right there. And another one right there. I got a little early jalapeno in there hiding right there. That's a jalapeno pepper. Back to this bed, I got an okra plant right here. You see that cilantro under that plant, under that sunflower hiding. But you see the blooms. I forget which one this is. This probably a mixed color or autumn beauty, something like that. We have another okra. These are my perennial flower mix that I put out here. I went crazy with plant stuff this go around. I have an okra. You see one of my zinnias I started from seed. I put back here as just started blooming flowers. I got that flower look good. Got another okra. Got another okra. Got oregano. Got a watermelon high and up under there. That's a yellow flesh watermelon. Okay. Another sunflower. They about as tall as me. I ain't number 5'9", but they tall as me. Almost for one. But you see we got more blooms that's gonna be, lateral's gonna be producing blooms. Got that lamb's quarter down here. This lamb's quarter starting to look crazy. But I guess it's good for soil. I know it's good for soil health to see what's really going on with the soil, so I need to come and do my little test work on that. Got a cilantro down here. Green bean, them little small rabbits been getting in here eating up my beans. So that's what's going on in this bed. Got more strawberries. I got like 2 roots in there. 2 strawberry plants, just like the other hanging basket over there. I got 2 roots in there. Sunflower. The aroma tomato that I started from seed right there. I go around and show y'all. This is a purple bell pepper plant. Got the petunia, purple flower petunias that I've had out here for a good little bit. They're doing pretty good. Some marigolds I'm trying to save face. Don't know what's going on. This Roma tomato, I don't know. I don't like Romas. Maybe I need to grow them a little more. But it's looking okay. Yeah, it's looking okay. Got a few beets that I put out here that's starting to come up. you know. Got a marigold over there, volunteer. That's a volunteer marigold. Cilantro done went to seed. Well, starting to go on the flowers. Finna go to seed here soon. Another zinnia that I started from seed. Another okra plant. Another okra that I dropped from seed right back here. Some ate it down. It's starting to come back. Got another sunflower. Yes, and on this, as you can see, it will have multiple heads on it, flower blooms. Yeah. Yeah. Something been eating on my sunflowers though. Don't know what's going on. I gotta get back with y'all. This is a habanero pepper that I started from seed. I put it back here. It gets a lot of sun right there. We're gonna skip on over to the next bed. We got basil growing up right here. Collard greens, the last of what's left. Not the last of what's left, but we got the last of the onions that's left. I mean, in here. I've been pulling up them onions. They've been falling over, so I've been pulling them up. I got another okra, another zinnia from seed. Zinnia, these zinnias right here, self-seeded from last season. I had 2 zinnia flowers in this bed right here, so they self-seeded. It's different from the ones that I started from seed. But this one I started from seed. This is a marigold I started from seed. Another zinnia that I started from seed, just put out here. We got Swiss chard. Like I say, more petunias, basil, more Swiss chard. We have dill, celosia down up in there. Yeah, we got that celosia. Something was on me just then. We got that celosia down up in there. Dill. Then look here. Got that okra all up in. I need to come move some stuff, but I got an okra that I had right there, that I dropped the seed in the ground right here. And I put the dill down there first. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, we got a okra plant growing up in there, so we're gonna jump back over this way. We got another celosia flower. We have more basil. We have rosemary growing. That's doing real good. Jasmine, mandevilla. We have onions. All these onions went to seed, so all of them got flower heads on them. That's beginning to open up. Every last one of them onions. I'm gonna just leave them right there. Another okra. Have basil. A cucumber plant right here. I'm gonna trellis up my copper wire bamboo. I'm gonna just trellis it up that, Of course, the parsley. Excuse me with this camera. We have the parsley. Back over there, that is a super steak hybrid tomato plant that's growing now. Very good. Right up underneath, I have basil. Have a special basil, and then I have regular basil. Back over this way, in the bed back here with my cucumbers. The rabbits been eating up all my beans, but we still have a few onions. Volunteer tomatoes I need to move around. Yeah, these are volunteer tomatoes. More basil back here. Have cucumbers I began to trellis up. The trellis. I had to put some more wood up, so I'm gonna trellis this cucumber back right there. The straight 8 cucumber right there. They eating my beans, y'all. They done got in the bed. Another thing I ain't never show y'all, we got a volunteer watermelon in this bed. I need to move that around. I might let it just stay right there, More dill. More deal. We gotta, I'm gonna go around and show y'all that. Let me go show you. Got me some lantana hanging. Yeah, that's lantana. If you know, you know. But I have a Crenshaw melon back here in the corner. This is what the rabbits coming in here doing. They did it to every vine shooting from my melon, my Crenshaw melon. But you see one on the ground up under there right there. And we got the big girl right there. And yeah, we got pinto beans and stuff coming in up on there. See the rabbits? So I'm finna fix that, but I do have more beans that I've self-seeded. I mean, direct sold. I'm talking about self-seeded. Okay. So we're gonna cut back over here. Another special basil. If you know, you know. We have more perennial flowers. Ready to see what they're gonna look like. You know, I have the onions. Now, mind you, I had all the onions right here that I've harvested already. I will show you in the garage in another video, but we have onions right here, still going. I was up potting some stuff. That's a banana pepper. I just put down there to see what it was gonna do. See if it can survive and grow. That's a habanero pepper that I started from seed that I put back here. Of course, you see the okra. More basil. Got a marigold back here. Okay. Got a jalapeno pepper. Another basil, marigold. We have a banana pepper. Doing good, looking good, producing. I already got a banana pepper off of there as well. I have already got a big old jalapeno off of this jalapeno pepper plant. Yeah. And the big girl cherry in the middle right there. I've been keeping her pruned from the ground. I hate to do it. I just have to. It give off a lot of shade as is, which I'm not tripping about, but I do want my peppers to get as much sun as they can get. But they are gonna need that shade in the hottest parts of the summer and the hardest parts of the day, when the sun is at its highest. You know, we're gonna walk back over there to this side, same bed, have another basil plant, have another onion that split. Both have went to seed, have seed pods, flowers, heads on them. See this one? There's another one somewhere right there on the ground right there. Coming from this one. So yeah. All these are 3 marigolds that I started from seed. I direct sold them out here way earlier in the season. The temperature has got right for them, so they starting to grow pretty good. One over here broke off. I put it up under here. This broke off this rising. I saw it. I want to say a rabbit did it, but it was like on it right there. I want to say these Eskimo marigolds. I have another big Thai hybrid pepper right here. That's another jalapeno pepper right there. And it's a volunteer. Forgot what the name of it was. That's some type of volunteer plant. I'm going to get back with y'all on that one. So we have another big girl cherry in the back bed behind this bed. Big girl cherry in the corner. Had to come put another stake. She's trying to produce fruit. I see fruit on this one. I don't see fruit on this one. You see her? They small, but you know, they coming in. They come to the back. Sunflower. What's that? What's that? He trying to camouflage. What's that? Y'all saying? Get your ass off of there. Probably was over here eating my damn sunflowers. But you see the head in there? Look back down up in there, that black stuff in there. What that is, y'all? I looked it up last season. I forgot what it was. Somebody tell me what that is, eating up on these sunflowers, dropping that on there. This is a giant gray striped sunflower. I moved one of my dianthus plants over here in the back of this bed. It's holding up, surviving. We have an okra down up under this sunflower that I had direct sowed the seed back here at the beginning of the season. More perennials. I got a onion right there up under that cherry tomato, and I got more perennial flowers growing. So I'm ready to see them, you know. Got a cilantro hiding down up in there. And of course we got more basil. More basil. Okay, so we got all that out the way. Got all that out the way. Hold up. Trying to fix my little roby-doby. So we got all the little small beds and the big raised bed out the way. Right. So now I can show y'all this bed. Have another lantana hanging right there. And excuse me with the camera, but watermelon vine. This is an orange flesh watermelon vine. They're starting to grow, but I know where they at. Orange flesh. That's another orange flesh, marigold, yellow, no, Georgia rattlesnake. This vine. It's a Georgia rattlesnake. You see my early sun glow. This is my early sun glow corn patch. You know, they say don't plant your corn, different varieties of corn together, blah, 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 because of cross-pollination or whatever. But it is what it is. As you can see, it's plenty silks. You see plenty silks. Just about on every one. And I've harvested green bean down there, but like I say, these small rabbits been getting through my fence, so I'm finna put up more smaller holes so to keep them out of here, man. But this the early sun glow corn. This a volunteer watermelon vine. I want to say it's a yellow flesh. Another special basil. That's another special basil, but this is a volunteer. I want to say this is a yellow meat, yellow flesh. This is a moon and stars vine right here. And back over here, that is an orange flesh. And that's all them vines going off in there, coming out. And that's the golden cross bantam corn patch right here. I moved some around from other spots so you'll see some of the early sun glow in the mix of it over here, but it got the silk on there. This one right here, early sun glow. I wanted to fill every spot, but as you can see, the golden cross bantam is doing its thing. Try not to step on my vines. Now this one is a Jubilee. It was cross-pollinated from last season. I know it was, so waiting to see what that's gonna do. CP, cross-pollinated seeds. That's a Moon and Stars watermelon vine, and this is a Georgia rattlesnake watermelon vine. This is a Crenshaw melon vine. Again, look at what the rabbit's doing. They went to go out, but we still getting plenty melons. We got plenty melons. I done seen them. I don't feel like getting off in there. Another giant gray striped sunflower. Literally my height. Yeah. So we got basil over here in the watermelon patch, in the Three Sisters area. We got the sun perennial flower patch in the Three Sisters area. We have volunteer watermelon from last season. And right there, them volunteer vines, 2 plants. We got okra. And okra in the middle of this bed. Mound. And I put a Moon and Stars, Jubilee, Georgia rattlesnake back here in this mound. Yeah. You come on around. Now y'all remember I told you I put on this side early sun glow corn and on that side golden cross bantam. Most of my early sun glow kind of just doing its thing. All the other corn doing its thing too, but you see we getting corn. Yeah, we getting corn. Even a little small one trying to come in right there. Got beans. I got a Alaska pea down there, up in there. And I want to trellis up some of this corn. Got pinto beans. The rabbits been eating my up, you know. And we got the orange flesh over here running on out this way. Yep. So we at 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead to this front. Y'all give me 1 second. All right, I'm going to go ahead to this front. Oh, I'll let y'all see that. But no, I got to finish the back. I'm tripping. I got to finish the back. The front will be another video. Compost area. Cucumbers in here. Got 2 Market More, 2 Garden Sweet, 2 straight 8s in here. Yeah. And I gotta come kind of trellis that the way I wanted to go, but I wanted to trellis up. I brought it out, put it back in, and when it grows, I'm gonna let it hang over. These are the cucumbers. Still got the dianthus up in there. I put some green beans that I direct sowed in here. There's plenty basil popping up. Like I said, basil was popping up everywhere in the garden. So I'm gonna just let it grow. Let me open this up. Have dill, collard greens. That's the only different collard green in here. It's a Georgia Southern. The rest are bunny collards. That's I started that from seed, just like those cabbages over there. Got more dill. Started this Waltham broccoli right here from seed. I threw it out here not too long ago. This is green magic broccoli. We bought starts. I already harvested the main head, and as you can see, we got florets coming in, which was there when I harvested the main head, so hey. Then we got this other one just starting to produce a main head. That's green magic broccoli. Another collard green in there hiding right there. We have early cow. Nope. What am I still talking about early? Copenhagen Market early cabbage head. And I have one in the front. I'll let y'all see. This one's kind of getting ate up. This one's looking pretty good. Leaves are starting to fold in. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potato. Sweet potato. Sweet potato. Boom. 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 And I got 2 okra plants in the middle. Mind your business. Let me grow my food in my garden, man. Yeah, that's something I'm trying. I'm gonna do that. I finally built the bed. Raised bed right here like I told y'all I was. I have 2 eggplants that I just purchased. Starts. And I'm gonna grow them right up in this bed right here. I'm gonna put the eggplants in this bed right here. Yep. And we have the blueberry citrus area. This is a legacy blueberry. I let my wife get one of the first ripe one. So I'm gonna come out here and taste that one. She said it was so good. She almost fell out. So I'm gonna need some more lips and tongue, man. This is a alapaha blueberry. And both of them has been shooting out new growth. I need to make this hoop higher. I'm gonna get me some PVC pipe and do my little hoop like that, make it higher. This is the alapaha blueberry. And we got the Meyer lemon in the middle. Let me go around. Y'all need to get up in there and pull out that grass out my rocks. Mind your business. But yeah, this is the Meyer lemon. So that's that. Last but not least, in the bike yard. Let me open her up. Let me open her up. So this kale came out my pool in the front when I moved everything around, redid the soil and all that. So this is dwarf blue curled kale. I got more dianthus, of course, in here. But this is the kale. Like I say, I put beets a lot of places. So beets coming up. Hold up. Got beets coming up right there. Right there. Right there. That's a few more places. Right here. All right. That's Waltham broccoli I started from seed. Put one of them back here. There go another smaller one I started from seed. Got it right there. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah. Got more onions in here. A few more that's still going. Red onion, purple onion. Got ginger. I'm gonna put me some more beans over there, just not vining beans. Uh, broccoli. Obviously, I harvested the heads of these broccolis. This is green magic broccoli. They are going more new leafy green growth, which floret would come from that. So yeah. And of course the marigold. I direct sold some more marigolds. I forget what kind. I got a mixture. I just be throwing the seeds around sections. So they got that one coming in. Oh yeah. Just walking around. Let y'all get a visual of the whole area. Step over. Alright, I was doing all that to not go to the front. I might as well walk to the front now. Try not to cut this area yet. You see them sunflowers. Natural sunflowers, just the common sunflowers. So I want them to get more established and big and all of that. Blackberries ain't doing nothing yet. Got sunflower roll. Something, like I say, something's going on with my sunflowers. But a lot of them still trying to produce a head. A bloom, flower bloom. That right there. Whatever that is. But it's trying to produce a bloom. Now look at these. Man. I don't know what that is. Okay, we got the purple Cherokee tomato. I had to redo my soil. I ended up putting some mulch on top of that. So we're gonna see how this start to do. It is trying to produce fruit. So yeah, it's trying to produce fruit. So I'm not tripping, and it's still growing. It's trying to send off new growth. Have oregano. Swiss chard. Got my yellow flesh watermelon in the middle. That's vining off everywhere. Got perennial flowers up in there. The marigolds, of course. This my aster. Blue purple aster. We have the regular yellow meat in here with the mint. Obviously the mint winning that battle. Cucumber right here. This is a garden sweet cucumber. I might need to come pollinate that, hand pollinate that flower. Got more oregano. I propagated this oregano from my oregano I already had. I forget what type of plant. I think this is a Rutgers tomato. And it's not doing nothing for real. I think it's stunted. Finally got these Romas trying to blush. Some of them. I'm gonna let them blush a little more before I take them off. Got pinto beans. Put cucumbers out here. I have another onion. Got more pinto beans. Purple Majesty potatoes. You know, mint that I propagated from my mint that's over there. Got plenty mint. This is a sweet pepper, Better Bell V, Better Bell 5, I don't know. Yeah. But it's starting to grow more. Got me more potatoes. I got in this one a Purple Majesty and one Yukon Gold. And then the 3 gallons right there, I have one Purple Majesty potato in each one of them. Got basil that I transplanted from my hanging pot to this because I put strawberries in the hanging pot, so I put the basil in that 1 gallon. So in this blue pool, I have a sweet potato slip. Sweet potato slip. Of course, I have the onions. I put a zinnia from seed that I started out here in this bed. Basil from seed. So yeah. A lot of this basil I started from seed, or this self-seeded. Most of it was self-seeded. I have onions. These onions that's left in here, I have one purple onion. If y'all remember, I planted the purple onion in here. I took everything else out. Some didn't make it, but those are from last season I grew. I just took them out of the soil. I grew them in pots. It was only 3 of them. And those 2, one went to seed, obviously, and we got one that's still growing ahead. These are Spanish Utah jumbo onions. I don't know if I said the name right, but that's what they are. So we got the red beefsteak tomato plant right here. Doing a whole lot better than what it was. It's starting to shake back. As you can tell, I kind of mulched everything. That's pine shavings. Ain't nothing major. Got a habanero pepper in the middle. Got Swiss chard. Jalapeno pepper. Jalapeno pepper. Got a honeycomb. Let me come over here. Got Swiss chard and dill. Again, this is a habanero. Started from seed. I got a zinnia in the back with it. Also, onion in there. Maybe it'll grow up through there. Got an onion in there with the jalapeno. Onion in there. So, yeah. Honeycomb hybrid tomato. I got all these. All those. I got them off of there. Shit's producing everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, that's that honeycomb. Got more Swiss chard over there. Fell in love with that Swiss chard. Swiss chard really good on the cool. Over here, just the lieutenant broccoli. I took the main head off. It's coming in with new growth, so we will be getting florets from this one as well. Have dill. I put an okra from seed in here. All this dill I started from seed. Everywhere you see dill, I started from seed. You got two nasturtiums in this bed up front. These are the peach melba. Flower heads, peach melba. Got the sunflower right up in here. Giant gray stripe. Coriander. Got cilantro going to seed. Zinnia from seed that I put in this bed. Most Swiss chard back there. And I don't know if I said it, but I did put this okra. I don't know if I should have did that, but I was trying to utilize all space, as much space as possible. Now we got a Crenshaw melon in this pool. I have onions. I'm gonna come clip it. We got an onion in there. Giant Caesar. Nope. Little gem. Little gem lettuce. Copenhagen market early. Cabbage. That is producing ahead. Got dill in this bed. Have a zinnia I started from seed. Or oregano I propagated from my oregano over there. All the oregano you see as well was propagated from over there. And the marigold, obviously. That I don't think like this area, so I'm gonna move that marigold. But we do got a cabbage head. It's firm. So it's just growing for real. Got the lettuce in here, little gem lettuce. Still got purple majesty potatoes in there. And of course my oregano that I had last season that keeps coming back. Finna harvest a lot of that and make me some more flakes. Last but not least, in the front we have the mint. Spearmint. I'm also finna make me some spearmint flakes as well. So I'm gonna dry some of this mint. I'm gonna come harvest a lot of this mint as well. Don't mind the yard. To the next go around, y'all know what it is. Blaze, what you gotta say? I guess nothing. We up out of here.